What's going on, guys? It's Juan here and welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for lots of weekly content. And if you enjoy my video, make sure you drop a like for me and support. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Xbox One collection. Just a disclaimer, all my games are pretty much digital. It was when the OG Xbox One came out that I decided to make that switch to all digital instead of physical. The reason for that being is I remember when the OG Xbox One came out, you had to download the game to actually play the game, whether you bought it digitally or physically. So I thought it was kind of pointless to actually have the actual game. So I just decided to convert to just full digital. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the collection here. Before we get started, I am going to talk about some gear that I do use. I have the OG Xbox One controller that came with the console. I don't really use that all that much unless I'm playing with my girlfriend. My favorite controller is the Gears of War Elite controller. This was a limited edition. I'm not quite sure if you can find it in stores anymore. I highly doubt it. It's been over a year. This is the best controller I have ever used in my entire life. So let's go ahead and take a look at the home screen here. I just updated my Xbox to the latest update. So this is actually like my second time seeing this. I'm not quite familiar with the whole setup here. I also just want to mention that I'm doing this in honor of the Xbox One X coming out in 2 days, which I did pre-order the Scorpio edition, and I'm super excited. To go from the OG Xbox One to the Xbox One X, that's a pretty huge leap. That's about 3 or 4 years just waiting to happen. So if you guys are interested and want to check out the Xbox One X Scorpio edition when it comes out, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be having an unboxing here on the channel. So here on the home screen, I have Rise of the Tomb Raider. It's there because, well, I wanted to try it out and check out the 4K and all that stuff when the Xbox One X came out. So I downloaded all the 4K upscale downloads, whatever they have for the games. So I made sure I was ready for when the Xbox One X came out, which is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be dope. So this is my pins. Oh, okay, so they have them right here. So basically, when I set up my pins, these were the games that I was supposed to. Well, this is kind of a little bit a part of my backlog here. It's pretty intense. Let me see if I beat any of these. I don't think I beat any of these games besides Gears of War 4 and Dead Rising 3. Dead Rising 3, by the way, is amazing. It's awesome. Dead Rising 4, they destroyed that. Horrible. Also, I wanted to beat all the Assassin's Creed games before Origins came out, and I still haven't bought Origins, but I will get to that eventually. I have not beat Black Flag or Unity, so I really need to. Oh, and Rogue. I haven't beat any of those 3, so I definitely got to get my game on and start on that. I'm still on the Ezio collection. I did play the original ones that came out on the 360. Amazing. Probably the best trilogy of all time in video game history, I think. One of the best. And a lot of these games actually got on sale. Most of these I bought on the Black Friday sale that we had last year. Usually they have some of the best gaming sales during that time. So if you guys are planning on buying any games, I'd say hold out and wait for that sale because it's going to be crazy. From here, we can go and check out my entire game collection and apps. As for apps, I don't really use that many apps. I have Amazon Prime. So I have this one. I don't really use it. I don't have Crackle, EA Access. I just have it because I think they make you download it. Basically, all the apps that I use from here are Netflix, Twitch, and the Xbox Accessories app. So with Xbox Accessories, you can pretty much map out your entire controller to however modification you want it to be. And it's pretty handy when you're playing certain games like Gears of War. I sometimes like using the paddles, so that really helps. It depends on the person. Yeah, not a lot of people are gonna have use for it, especially if you don't have an Elite controller. So as for my membership, right now I have Xbox Live Gold. I don't think I've ever gone without Xbox Live Gold since I first got it. I think I've been a member for 9 years now. Quite a while when you really think about it. I don't have Game Pass because I usually buy all the games, and pretty much almost every single game that is on Game Pass I already own, so I don't really see the point in paying that membership. But I understand that there's people that don't really have a lot of games or a lot of money to buy games, and this is definitely an amazing addition to the console. And for people who don't have enough money to buy all the games, I think this was a great idea, and you know, cheers to Xbox for doing that. EA Access, I don't have EA Access either because I, again, own lots of the games that are on EA Access, so I don't see the point. But if I had to choose between Game Pass and EA Access, I think I'd go with Game Pass. So these are the games that currently are Xbox One enhanced that I own. So you can see I don't actually own that many that are enhanced. Maybe I do, I'm not really sure. But I think that's all I have that is enhanced. As for my main game library, here's I have 137 that is currently in on my external drive. I have a 4 terabyte, I think it's a Seagate or something. Yeah, it's a Seagate, and it comes in really handy. I don't actually use my internal drive. I don't know why. I think it's like an OCD thing. I just don't really use it. If I use the internal hard drive, it's mainly for updates or operating system, whatever like the Xbox needs besides games. I think these are either games that I don't really necessarily want to play anymore. It's like 360 games that are super old and I just don't really care for, or it's some of the games that have come free through the Xbox Live Gold. Every month you get free games, so I think some of those are here. But yeah, we can go through these. So I have the whole Dead Space collection. By the way, amazing collection. I think I have either close to 1,000 or almost 1,000 gamer score on this game. So that's probably why I put it here. I don't really plan on going back to it anytime soon. Here I have the Gear collection. Oh, by the way, Gears of War 1. This game right here was the game that got me hooked on Xbox and Xbox Live. It blew my world, and that's how my gaming addiction pretty much started. Like you see, these are pretty much games and things that aren't that interesting to me. Minecraft, I actually have it downloaded. I'm not really sure what this is. Maybe it's a demo or something like that. A lot of betas and demos and just kind of like crappy games that I really don't care for. Some of these games I have like completely completed to 1,000 gamer score, like Unmechanical Extended. Really fun game, and easy 1,000 gamer score if you guys are gamer score hunter. But to the main collection right here, these are my babies. These are like the games that I probably have never beat. Prototype, got it in a sale. It was a bundle, really cheap. I think it was like $10 or $12 for 2 games. I was like, okay, sure, why not? I've never played them. And I played the first one, and honestly, it was so old and the graphics are so bad that I just couldn't play it. And Prototype 2, I just never got around to it, so I never bothered. Alien Isolation, this game is pretty dope. I haven't beaten it yet, but pretty amazing game, pretty scary, kind of slow paced. But I dig it, you know, it adds to the scare factor of the game. Of course, I got my Assassin's Creed series. I've played and beaten most of these. I still have a lot to go, but I definitely want to hop back and finish these games because Assassin's Creed's probably one of my favorite series here on the Xbox. I know it's on PlayStation as well, but I'm mainly an Xbox player since all my friends are pretty much on Xbox. You gotta have your Battlefield, your shooters, you know, Call of Duties. I just have them. They're fun. I dig them. BioShock, the BioShock trilogy, guys. If you haven't played the BioShock trilogy, do yourself a favor. Buy these games. Get them. Absolutely worth the price. A lot of replayability. The story is fantastic. It's probably one of the most original stories in video game history. And from beginning to end, you're going to be captivated. Your emotions. You're going to have so many feels. Amazing series, my favorite, hands down. Got some Borderlands here. Dead Rising, always been a fan of Dead Rising since Dead Rising 1. I love zombie games, so I kind of have most of the ones that I wanted to get. Dead Rising and Dead Island are pretty much the ones right up top. Oh, Dying Light, of course, that one's a really great game. Destiny, I think this was just a demo or free trial or something like that. I'm not really a Destiny fan. After Halo 3, I think this came out after Halo 3 or something. I don't really remember all that well, but I just never really bought into the hype of it. So Dishonored 1 was amazing. Dishonored 2, I haven't beat it. Honestly, it got kind of boring compared to Dishonored 1. It just got boring. I don't know. There's some games I've never played. Devil May Cry. I don't know why. I think I got that for like $4. Something super insanely cheap. A lot of these games I bought them all on sale, so a lot of these are incredibly cheap. Also, they're the ones that come with the subscription pass. Fallout 4, boring. Honestly, I got bored. The best Fallout to me, in my opinion, is Fallout 3. That's where the magic's at when it comes to Fallout. GTA 5, pretty much everyone that owns a console owns GTA 5. So yeah, do I need to say anything about that? No, I don't think so. Going Home, free game. You gotta have your Halo collection because Halo is OG. It's one of the best series, of course, until I believe Halo Reach. That's where it's kind of. That's where it died for me, honestly. Halo 3, my favorite Halo, and that's where I hopped onto the bandwagon. Homefront Revolution, don't bother unless it's like $3 or $4. Oh, Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear was a free game here with the subscription to Xbox Live. Honestly, to me, in my opinion, I really love this game. It's pretty much a walking simulation, but it's really interesting. In my opinion, it was super captivating the entire playthrough. So I mean, if you haven't gotten that one, I'd say get it cheap because I don't think it's worth more than like $5 to $10 at this point. If you haven't gotten it through the subscription, then yeah, you gotta have some Batman games. I think I mainly bought these so I can play with my girlfriend, and then she didn't want to play Metal Gear. I never actually beat Metal Gear, unfortunately. I don't know why. I just never got to it. You got the Metro games right here, awesome games. Shadow of Mordor, amazing. No loot boxes, so that was a plus. And I'm probably not gonna get the Shadow of War until it's like $20-15. Definitely not worth it. You gotta have Minecraft. That's a must. And these are some games I got for free. Murder, Souls, what is it? Murder, Soul Suspect, something like that, I don't know. That one was free, so was this one, Neverwinter. Atlas, super creepy. I honestly, I couldn't even beat it. A good old Quantum Break, that game was amazing in my opinion. And if they were to make a second one or anything like that, I'd be more than down. I'd buy it $60 once again. Recore, I got it super cheap. I think I got it for like $15. It was on sale last year. It's worth probably around $15-20. That's when I'd say you guys should hop onto that. Resident Evil was always one of my favorite series. You know, zombie games. I love zombie games, and I had to pick this up. Tomb Raider. Honestly, guys, I'm pretty sure most of you have played Tomb Raider, and if you haven't, this is a highly recommended game. This game is amazing from beginning to end. When it comes to story-wise, gameplay, sound, acting, this game is fantastic. Here we got a few games that honestly are kind of whatever, you know. State of Decay, awesome. Sunset Overdrive is awesome. I do have Skyrim, but that's just a demo. I bought it for the original 360, and honestly, I got bored of it. I just don't think it was my cup of tea. So I skipped out on it. I think I traded that one in. The Evil Within, it got really long and I just could never get to the end. It was just too long, I think, in my opinion. So yeah, that's what happened to that. But the second one came out. I heard the second one's really good. So I think I'm gonna hop back into this one specifically, beat it out, see what happens. Finish it out, see what happens, and then I'll probably hop onto the second one because the second one looks really fun. Witcher 3's awesome game. If you haven't played it, you gotta get on that. Titanfall 2 was probably one of the most unexpected releases to me. As in regard to quality, this game is amazing. Completely amazing. From the first one to the second one, they completely upped their game. It was crazy. Got Watch Dogs, got that on sale. Watch Dogs 1, never beat it. You got the Wolfenstein bundle right over here. This one usually goes on sale pretty cheap, especially on Black Friday. So if you guys are wanting to pick up the third one that just came out and you haven't beaten the first two, then you can wait until Black Friday and pick it up. And these games down here, these games were free with the Xbox Live subscription, and yeah, never played them. Oh, I played Zero with my girlfriend, and that was actually really fun. It's actually pretty difficult, so if you guys aren't that good at video games, platforming, that kind of thing, then I'd say skip out on this one. So here's Mixer. Honestly, I don't really use Mixer all that much. If anything, I don't really use it. I think if I wanted to get into streaming, I would go with Twitch. I feel like Twitch has a bigger community, and it's a lot more popular as well. And I have Amazon Prime, so through Amazon Prime and Twitch, you kind of get some perks. I'm not really quite sure what kind of perks I would receive through that, but I know they have that kind of thing available. So I'd probably go with Twitch. And here's a community, you know, where pretty much people post like all their achievements and gameplay clips and stuff like that. I haven't been on Xbox in a while since I've been pretty much obsessed with my Nintendo Switch. So I've completely neglected my Xbox. But the Xbox One X is coming out, so I'm hopping back in there. Entertainment store, I don't buy anything through here. I have Apple TV, so pretty much all my entertainment is coming out of my Apple TV and iTunes. And here's a store where your shopping addiction gets the best of you. As for my achievements, I got 71,300. It may seem like a lot, but for the time I've been on Xbox Live, it's not that long. See, 8 years, that's kind of long, but not really if you really think about it. And I think some people are like at 10, 11 years, which is pretty awesome. Favorite color is blue, obviously, and there's my little picture. You can put your own picture if you want to. Oh, the other day I started up Gears 4. It's been a while since I played it, and all these achievements just randomly popped up. And see, it's been 65 days since I played it, and then like I just booted it up and got all these achievements. So guys, that's pretty much it for my collection here. I'm really excited for the Xbox One X. The second I get it, I'm gonna make a video. So if you guys want to watch that, stick around, subscribe, and then I'll have that video for you. If there's any games that you didn't see in my collection and you would recommend me playing, make sure you drop it in the box below and I'll probably take a look. So that's it guys, here with the video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you like my collection, drop a like for me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.